What show were you doing with WBS?
I started with the Teens Club.
Okay.
Netuva mu Teens Club omanyi with WBS. Yali nnungi nnyo nga bw'ogenda even if you go into holiday n'okomawo ekiba kiriwo kye bakusindikamu. That was a media houses kye bakola kati.
Yes.
Si bonna abamu bw'omala bw'ogenda abalala
bagenda ku holiday.
Kati ffe kye bakolanga before even if they put those adverts out, we want the vacancies. Naye nga basooka kuyita abantu. There's a gentleman I remember bamuyitanga Patrick. He was a programs director. Bambi omwami musiitwa. That guy loved me so much. Ellah, you will do this. Era batandika ebya morning shave, those morning shows that Kungu now does. Don't want to read so much. You're going to stress me. Already I called the hit. The last show I did was the hit with the Chopper.
Okay.
Eranga tuva Club Silk was our sponsor. Luba Property.
I even presented with him. I think good damn.
Kati omwami oyo, he was always innovative. Oyo mwami era mbagamba omuntu akamacha bagende wasale no. Chopper was always aggressive. A businessman. Obera no Nengalo ye bwe bagisalira that day we had that show yali agenza kufamye nga ali mu kusalira nteze so we had to have that show tutuuka ku station Chopper talabika nga batugamba engalo ekyuma kyagisaze. Of course it went all over. Naye wendaba nti Chopper olwaleero his why he is it is consistent. Katonda yamupushing anakola.
Banaye Chopper bw'omwogerako mu lockdown oba yali akutezaani oba zezo ze baali babawadde ng'ekivulo kya Kenzo tekiriyo simanyi. Chopper ze bwe yansanga n'obwana nanyimiriza n'alyoka mpa ekizike nga kipya.
N'akuwa kasente. Chopper nga ayitagaba kasente. Gwenga akwagala.
Yali stingy.
No, but I kola naye kale yali tampa. Naye recently during lockdown kati ng'afuuse luba events luba. Gwe Linda kali kulaba. Asobola kuva.
Mukubira akasimu takakwata tange namba yange agirina. Kubanga namba yejembaze nayo over 8 years ago namba za feza hizo.
Anje hizo kubanga ya office oba sechonga. Ngamuna ita
personal number because there's a time as at Baba waliwo omukyala atera okujja influence ndowooza wa company enjogera nanga he's a very good person okuba ndowooza of course abeera busy of course munaye obulamu abantu babeera so you cannot really blame somebody naye nga WBS was nice
banange so munaye guruba bwe yaggwawo mwali muli ku seeti nga
wali ku seeti
andi ze yaggwako andi ngamba ngatena ku dembe yes ze nali ku show ze nasembayo okukola ku dembe
nakawulira kasonga
for real
ze nasembayo ze naggalawo dembe
kati fair
kati byali bitya
WBS I first went into at Nenton with Nenkomawo netandika okukola of course nga obulamu bwe butambula wayitawo like 1 week atumaze okukola show yaffe netugamba TV tekyaliyo kunza ate how you guys with WBS era we ngamba abantu olwaleero stations ezizze I believe in wabera ekibawo nga kirina okugenda. Whoever knew WBS would go. We had the biggest studio. It was the biggest brand. How does it go?
I even saw somebody nalyoka agamba so banaba NBS balabika. Bebo alwanisa WBS kulakwa kati ati bali mu maka gaabwe.
Maka gaffe. I think apparently there's a time we went to meet wavamuno natusuubiza nti kudda. Nebchanga choki of course Bambi naye kati akuze no simanyi nti balona omuntu alina dream nga ye omanyi kino ekintu ayinza kera kumacha n'okiba it comes with somebody
and he was willing to invest ng'olabira ddala quality ebya TV no si
byangu so something you just wake up in the morning and play with.
So when
did you have plan B?
And after that have plan B
because Bina literally went into depression. So how did you handle that?
How did I overcome that?
Did I go into depression?
Literally. Change your get literally.
So for you, how still comes back to when Kugambira about love life.
Yeah.
Love life is a big brand. Love life is a big brand. Whoever sold you that idea, mumwebaze. Nze okutandika okutegeera is probably like 3 years. Ng'abantu bonna batandise okudduka ebyejunanga bitandise abaana bateekanga kyalso emoke apparently the last time he was my boss abaana ne bagenda ebweru you don't even know where to start from But after you left Dembe, see, you're picking up. We didn't have those good friends. Buli muntu yaddukanga buddusi ngalinga nfunyeyo akana, it was like a secret. Ojjukira there's a lady bamuyitanga yakolanga some show on Bucket Day. Be bantu abasooka okubanga bagenze. Naye terina omu yatukubako kama nti bannange nno kino bwe kibe kigenda okuba. So I went into, I didn't think of anything else. Because all my life was WBS Teens Club, imagine, Mvuddeyo, Nkomyewo, Pade Bitama, that time was at Nembeera nga nkola mentions zaabwe nga side mirror etandika, Nembeera nabo, nazunga nze. I am a go-getter. I've been a go-getter. Era ne tubeerawo nga nazo zikola, kati ate twalinanga ne shows z'ekiro. Nze nayagala ssente mangu. Nayagala ssente mangu lwakuba time yange Katonda jazimpa. Nayagala ssente mangu, so would always leave, the concerts ezaabeerangayo ekiro, abayimbi, the comedy. The first person I saw, I think, I was David Butalo. So there's a place we used to go to, I think every Wednesday, ngogenda Waggulu, ngogenda Nsambya Hospital. Kati that slam you're seeing down. Waberanga wakabaala manyo bala bwekiro bwabangayo. So they bring David Utwanga mazo kuba kapapala nga bamulesa yambadde jean ne jacket nga kifanana ne jean nga akabiri ke kali. I think this guy would be big at some point. So ne tubeerawo so neba ukana mukawo ne nsigala ne kerekere.
Afande kere. No.
Omwana ali yuke message taziddamu. Abantu gambe buli muntu yadduka. I don't know. Naye nga twatambulanga nnyo ne kerekere. Actually, remember my birthdays would always come through. Like what this tight nga ne ku border tulako babiri. Era at some point probably thought maybe we're dating. I'm like, no, we're just friends. Ne tusigala ne yaabwe ne this gentleman who passed on obo mujjukira eyasomanga ebirango bya Radio Simba. What was his name? But he passed on. Twagenda Simba.
You know, they also asked for a job to Simba. Nga munenga tomanyi Luganda. Omwami Colin tsimanyi akyali. Nakuntula. Naye nenga oyakatandika.
So that's the gentleman eyasomanga ebirango okusimba. Era we feel that time bali bamuyitanga senga. Yeyita senga wa wava muno.
Kirabika wano babamanyi.
Yeyitanga senga wa wava muno ngera wa comedy ayambala nnyo tete ebigomesi. So ne tubeera nga tutambulanga ennyo. He was always a violent person wanywamu. Ngera bw'aba tuvuga. Jukira of course ebyedda temuyina mmotoka yayina akamotoka.
Nga mwenyiga.
Yes.
Was it another ono bikukujugwe man?
No. I've forgotten his name. I'll probably remember it.
Okay.
So that gentleman tugenda. Wow. There's a lady that passed on. Kanzujukiza story eyo. This lady that passed on bali bava, I think in a show. Bali okebasange onogaye yafuko oba mutawo Muganda. What's his name, that gentleman? Enaku zinayimba nnyo ebintu by'obuwangwa. What's his name? Ayasanga those guys, but when they got an accident, nagezaako bayamba. This guy that broke his leg, then apparently one lady died. So it reminded me of our life of budde bw'ekiro obwo. Twasanganga nnyo ebizibu bingi. Ennaku zinaatiisa nnyo, ayimba nnyo ebyobuwangwa. He's always at the stage. Ebyobuwangwa. You know him. You know him. I've just forgotten his name. But ojjukira this boy ono Lusuku Rasemiti when he got an accident. But the person that tried to help them. That guy that tried to help them, then they were what was that guy's name?
Ogamba ono mukono gwa Sona Ben.
Yes, that gentleman.
That is Kaziwe. But I think the viewer must be knowing the person.
So chance tukizo obulamu buli bwe twatambulako twagenda that side of it was really far. I cannot remember. I think it was like Masaka Road. Jenasobola okufuna omukisa n'ensanga senga nantume. Eranga naye we didn't of course think things would work out. So my life has been of hardship. Twayagalanga nnyo akasente twatambula ekiro
Hassan
Hassan Nduga.
Thank you.
Not for following. Okay. Hassan Nduga. Part of that name.
So it reminded me to fenana fetwan sobo dokwa maybe ngana fetfuna n'obuzibu naye Katonda yatusasira because that guy used to drink n'abaleeta nonge motoka eriko n'obumansuka naye nga n'enkyero ddayo because wetaaga akasente. So apparently that was my life. Naye before Bidi getting in there, natandikira mu stage bakayimbira drama actors. Nenzanye emizanyo.
But you were young.
I was young, but I loved money. I loved money. I loved money.
So that means gwetokiriza mu byakuwa.
Asagala nnyo kumpa. I had a mom that was also, of course, a single mom. My papa passed on when I was just 4 years. Then she had other kids somewhere, and that gentleman passed on. So I was in school. I have my mom. I have to look out for. Even my grab at school, I would find out giving so I never sat down. That is when I met Benon Chibuka, Mzei, before they left. It was for a week in La Bonita. For a week. I walked out. Rehearsals. Wow. They shipped us. Of course, true. I think I am where I am because of them. Those guys who stage, if you have like a show, they would not. He would even slap you because you're nothing. He's building you. So this confidence we have in here is not Joe. Eva wali era twaza nyanga najja you do rehearsals ozijukireza bafarida ndausi bichi twaberanga yonga theater is serious. Ebena kuzimanyi
ngamwe ba celeb mama netusimba like tubalabe tulina celeb bakayimbira
exactly twaza nyekira tabala wakajukira kakaza
kiri atabala kaliko ne a bit
osanyo is that the one
twaina
Balo olimba ogundi omuzanyo gwa mukene nyanze gwe manyi okusinga ndiwulira
halo
twaina ekiri atabaala emizanyo gyali mingi
bana mwali munyumira n'amanya gammwe oba abaani eri aganoonya akayimbira
abaami abo they're so creative era nze simanyi industry ya leero those guys were like in the rock abantu baleero bajja they just want to duplicate things toyinza kukifunamu nga tuli tekisobola tuyinza kusanga Andrew Beno Kibuka mulala togenda kusanga Senkubuge mulala okitegeera so twazannya ne tukolako we had a show yali all stars all the Ebons tried to genda kuzanya ne Afri-Talent but apparently one gentleman yali mu Jinkese Zene kitke tuvudde wala
oh my god yampadde ka clip guys Bina kalade nako
so that gentleman Jinkese yes
jakane kitke nga naye mu
ngaera ne budimpozi
ngabulabika nnyo nga
ai sata ka video
nana kati no gowesi me pabala twali mu kitoke kifansali nayo ino okugamba dodo awo ngano kulanga chamusona ngabudde woda nengo munayo
Nali mulungi. I was young and I was beautiful. That's thing I remember. Guys would tell me you're beautiful. Naye nebaza Katonda trying to the people that raised me. My grandfather was a barrister.
Yes.
The late Agihugu Protazio, may he rest in peace. That gentleman was, I think, the first lawyer Uganda had.
Wow.
His offices are still there, they're running, but that man was big. So Ngatoina kola bintu bigenda kukubyamboko. Besides okuba twayagala sente, my life eno yatuka jimanya twa sharing another 2 years otwaberera fenna because I would go home nga nvuga Land Cruise. I started driving, it was around I think 15. Nambuza
ngoyita ku polisi yawe nagamba dodo nti ndabo obwana ku kubo nga buto there is even one they took a picture oli nagamba ne how old is this kid kati ba traffic abatuyimiza fa bakulu rush bayimiriza
munange fit we knew people knew us people we
so after Bakaimbira, that's when you became a vixen or you were interchanging?
No, I was Bakaimbira first. Then I went to I started Teens Club, then bakayimbirawo. Then of course I started meeting people. Omuntu akubira naka video kange. Nina ne Yoyo, there's a song, I've forgotten the title, but Yoyo. When you meeting no tuzanya, there's a movie.
Movie warimo.
It's a scene just because there's even Cards. You remember Cards Band?
Yes.
But it was those whites that would come to theatre, National Theatre. But Tuzanya. That is where I met.
Was he Ankunda?
No, this boy. This boy. What's
Romeo.
his name?
Romeo.
This boy that has a. I don't.
Okay.
He has a heavy tongue. I wouldn't say, but what's his name?
The one for Blue 3.
No.
That one?
Cards. I met. What's his name? I've really forgotten him. But I think apparently after Cards, he got something on WB on NTV. Nga bali mu hot spots, mawa hot shot about something. He's on radio. He speaks very good English. He used to ride a big bike. I forgot his name, but he's here. No. He's a very young guy. He's but Cards, that's where I met.
Get it now. For money makes us work really hard.
Really hard. And of course to work smart. You don't really have to work hard, but you have to work smart. At first we worked hard.
Yeah.
Well, everybody to be dinner because you cannot just easily come and crack me. I know where I've been. I am self-made.
I love that.
Oh, that is good.
I love that.
Kati, oro, wagenda ku maternity leave. Mu byonna suuliramu
Nasanga musajja
mwami
bagamba beautiful kati tubitegeera.
Yes, people usually used to think I'm dating celebrities. Nagano dating a celebrity.
Why?
Because nabeera nnyo nabo nalaba obulamu bwabwe nga buzibu nga people hustling. Era leero nze bwe ntunuulira people change. Katonda bw'aba yakutondera ekintu. I saw people nga bagamba nti Kenzo shouldn't be this. But there's a time twaina show our quality time pub with Padre Bitama, Amotio Baranguzi, Amarilla family. So Kenzo comes in early. I always had to have the list for the guys that are going to come and cut and raise.
Yes.
So Kenzo comes in, nagamba agenda kuyimba. Apparently, Amoti agamba, no, we don't have time. We have to put it on stage. And I'm going, no, let him sing. But I don't even think he remembers me. So I gave him a push out.
Is it the one of what was the song? Sitia Losi or?
He had the song with Mickey Wine.
Yes,
that first song, that song. Era performing. So I walked him out and said, what is your name? Are you Kenzo or Kenzo? Because there's that N.
Yeah.
Are you Kenzo? He really looked like this. Yes, talking of much no judging amuntu. People are self-made. Bamanyi je bavude. The people abaina offices, like nowadays to get a job in Uganda is hard. You're supposed to be nga tata wachi baddemo nakubulirira nakuteka unaenga. That wasn't your calling.
Yes,
I actually love Santana for that because Santana was pushed to be a lawyer. Where is he? He's in music. So you can't just wake up in the morning and say Kenzo isn't supposed to be a presidential advisor. You do not know.
And then what I also found out is that he's the only one who has the senior part. Senior presidential advisor.
Yeah.
The rest are just presidential advisors. So that, we were like, we're talking about it with Sugar and Tina, and we're like, he's the only one. Gobaita senior.
They were just presidential advisors.
They're just presidential advisors.
Sure.
Nayenga, you're right. He's also self-made.
He's self-made.
Kati. So
Neda Kenzo, he walked out. But I didn't really put it in my heart until I maybe want to date anybody as a celebrity. And they are struggling. Abort sagala kuvuga baserebu vako nyabo mpaka ngonda ze sente za transport. It is tough out there kakubulire oyinza okubanga you're dating a boy
but you have bad reputation here
muno mbutetusa sula nera nasoka ne mugaseva obudde bugenze nyamba ne mulaga sente za inagamba kati jirinye nagamba baserebu benvuze abetula bamanya tebalina sente tebasasula na bya kunywambu umuandika noko wana weka.
I remember the guy I met at Cards Denzel. Denzel twazanya naye mu cards. Yeah, he always had a very beautiful English. Ngera he mingled so much with whites. Would have parties. But he's also there. So abantu bano bannange tebakedde ku makya n'avaayo bovi ne bamuwa omulimu. Tulina gye tuva eno wansi.
Denzel ono wa Big Brother.
The Kaboy. Sorry. Akola ku Vision. Wakati akyali ku X. Tumanyi kana akabeera kaza. Akategedde n'emmotoka.
He has a heavy tongue.
Is he still married?
That's the one you're saying, heavy tongue.
Yeah.
He's married. I don't know. Me, I always see him whining with girls on social media.
Then and dancing with them.
Whining.
That's Denzel. So Denzel na meeting eyo mu Kadza. Then apparently n'agenda ku NTV made him to where he is. Yeah.
So he
Neganze nnunga jendi. Auntie Kati wambuziza where I've been.
Yes.
Why am I not there?
Like what happened exactly?
Besides having my
I'm with a celebrity.
ogobye ba celeb, which is true. Abe Uganda bo baavu.
Yes, they are.
Kubala tuli ku bya influence ne bakuwayo ebyokunywa n'ojja kuyaya osasudde.
Exactly.
I know.
Bamugoba rent.
Tolaba gundi ani biswanka.
Biswanka.
Bambi biswanka family yerowooza akola sente singa bamanyi.
Ebintu bino bizibu. But you cannot just wake up in that because you see someone's face. You'd rather actually pray for these people than coming out to bring out all that. I saw that gentleman that was walking out of the house, that he's all yawning. You're coming out of the camera and you're yawning. Somebody to wake such a way and is going to dig. This boy doesn't have money for crying out loud. You cannot just expect him to be working for you. So come on in there, Zimbe. You know, find something. But you're there showing up the house, how broken it is, and then what? People, everyone has challenges.
I think he's the elder brother.
Exactly. Now, how do you even be the older brother? No, now enough, no bongo, buga, and in the really?
He was yawning.
Did you see that clip? That guy came out, he was all stretching.
Yes.
Like, crying out loud.
Maybe.
With that,
without clip I saw, look at his mom. What are you this thing happens? Nempulira ennaku nengamba oyo mukadde so.
You don't do that. You really don't do that because you're embarrassing yourself, and then you're trying to kill this boy's brand. Kati wa touch making and you don't blaming. Yako na atachifuna machi teyatuyamba but yo byagezaako kukola ate bijjeeyo
gamba olinga akwate olugoye n'olusuula amataka. Then there is also ekirala abawala bali eyo na baagala nnyo n'abalenzi bali eyo ennaku zino abalenzi munaye be baagala tubateeke mu ssente bagambe bane nti abantu abalina amannya e Uganda baavu bali ku byabwe obimanyi
obubaddemu
mukwano.
So in your mind nogamba celebrity ne bankwana
look straight in my face. Celebrities,
yes,
a few have made it, and they have their families. They don't just kwesanga either omukyala abadde amukuteko obanga omukyala kati kana wake up in the morning and say baby call is broke omukyala abadde obezimbye naye bano bemulaba bano 5 minutes 2 minutes yakajja sparkinze ajja kubiraga embereza airtime so
nga this side he's a celeb is trending, the name is everywhere.
Exactly.
Yes. I know.
I think omuntu alina ku ssente oba ye epas kati ate bwe mukomparinga ne lilipazo.
But I love the way they are friends.
This themselves.
Olaba emphasis on a whole high difference, then Lidipazo. How do they be friends?
So abantu bane balekerawo okufuna embuto nti afunye olubuto mu serebe ojakabira bwere.
So your life as a vixen babakwana so celebrity yagezaako
abakulino hip ne Bina.
My dear. Vixen.
The people I worked with, they knew I was a professional person. Era we twakola that your video ya cute kare nkwagalanga wavedinyo it's actually called Elinyo. Omuntu yankubira simu was Kaye. Then I met with Rakla, the late Babie, may he rest in peace. Rakla omujjukira.
Yes, I do.
Rakla was a good man. Era nga akimanyi nti bwe tuba tulina abaana they have to cook for them. Abalenzi that side they were disciplined. I always worked with people that were very close to me.
But Kaye nkwagalanga wavedinyo, I remember it was us that looked for him, and then we told Rakla to write a song, and he was so wounded
at that
Kaye.
time.
At that time.
Yeah, at that time.
And
He had personal issues.
Cute Kaye,
He
that
had
was the
personal
time.
issues.
So I don't know. Did he make a move? Cute Kaye is my friend.
No.
I know.
He is my
Hi,
friend.
Kit Kai.
Oh.
Kit Kaye is the biggest uncle for my kids. When he comes home, they're playing. He's driving them all over.
Oh.
So me, my friends that I've had all the years, Kaye
Yes.
has stood. Either when I was having my depression for the 8 years, then Kugamba. Kaye comes in and always tells me, Ellah, you're beautiful. Do not forget that. Do
But
not
he
let
was also
anybody put
wounded.
you down. Yes, Kachate Wanu. Rakla wa feeder, because he actually called me apparently. Nanga omanyi sina mzera antu mbari Rakla. Ne mugamba how come? Nanango of course ndi mbulambu wange twemuzeeko. I have kids.
Yeah.
I am struggling with this. Twebulako. The next thing I see, everyone is saying, your friend, Auntie Akatala Kafuka Akatala, he was doing bichi. But we go through phases in life. Times akera kumacha. I usually tell people abesibira mayumba. Nti mfiridwa bakale imagine omwami oba mfiridwa omwana. Nogamba nti kote obulamu. If you have somebody you can share with, always talk.
So you second the idea of Tamale Mirundi. So he says he's now senior, not junior. Coming out now, yazise Jona Afuruma and Kokuberanga Alimu.
With that, this one is more of a comedian really. You wouldn't expect him to be there and he's all morning like that.
So
he had to at some point as waiting for his comeback, because most people are saying after his father's passed on again
so he also gave me a shocker.
He's a comedian. You cannot take him serious. Probably he goes back home and of course gets it. Videos. It's really giving him life. Of course, he loved his father at the end, at it, or even when they had issues and they were fighting. Harun,
yes.
Rabanga Babalese, when they were with Ham.
Yeah.
Ham Nagazako Kubanga Abazao. You remember that fight? Exactly. So you cannot wake up in the morning and take Junior really that serious. And Chewaka is going to be there and mourn and cry. Did you see what he posted when the latest video? Gagamba mama agende mubawara bakole. You haven't seen that? No. Now this lady that came out and said Omwana yazibyama. So I really didn't like how she brought it out. The other when I heard when they pinned Tamale omwami ono. Namgaba wangambye nali nkaba motoka nali nkaba chi. He has to be honest, that is who he is. Yes. So when this lady was crying, of course you can wake up in the morning and ask for help. This guy's there tana malamuntana weeks biri, but then you're saying omwana yaradde ate smart safuna na mabugo. Is it about mabugo or is it about helping this boy? Because apparently I remember they said the time Tamale went and got money namuwako about 30 something million. Some of us have not even had it. Me, I've had kids and I have raised them on my own. I've carried my pregnancies on my own. I've had to go through things, but you cannot just wake up in the morning. However much I know the family I've had kids with, it's not a broke family. It's a well-known family, but I wouldn't go on internet and start saying this and that and the other. Or better way humiliating. Gateka chomchala mukulu si mwana muto. Era kutamale nadde ninze okulaba chicha agendo. Kaya mugaya mkwano. Akokoze kafu. Gendo fune passport.
Gendo okole.
Because genda kuwa sente z'amabuga ate zawe denga. He's all laughing about it. So I think it's really kimuyambako kubanga wera depressed newe sibira mu nyumba, you're going to kill yourself.
So tell me, kati today ate wali. I have a feeling the depression started when you had your first child.
Yes.
Rakwaka tulina ba single mothers ate naku zino nalabye ne Shami Mayanja naye yayogedde. There's so many single mothers.
There's so many single parents out there who would say mothers and men. But for mothers, I would speak for the women.
Yes.
So apparently around there, what is a video? I'd met Jinkese. I'd met some gentleman. He looked responsible. Because I'm a born Banzalanzeka from my mom and dad. So I wanted to have a man from a very good family. I understand. So I find a gentleman mutabani wa Reverend bana basaba you know zenagana baserebo because manyi ekole eyo nengamba manyi
kagende ku bulabu buno bulala yes
so we
how old
we
were
stayed
you
together
by then?
I had my firstborn when I was 25 when I was 25 so we stayed together for about 5 years courtship mpola mpola bengena nenchapa ebyange before he's really supportive we are very okay actually me I cannot wake up in the morning and I tell you abaya mtoga banyogamba but single mothers mwa tira ulusa beretera I never quarreled with this guy until exchange me I love my life I had Club Silk as my sponsors I had my friends so I would just go out there even if I was stressed have a drink or two come back home and sleep. But of course, but I never woke up in the morning and I tell you until I saw this coming. I didn't. We were okay, we never exchanged any words. But I think somehow things didn't work out for us and he walked out. He didn't walk out immediately, but before when we were staying together, he would just tell me, we should have a child. We should have a child. Pushing me.
I think the friends were like legalities in the limelight.
Exactly. But that wasn't the case. That really wasn't the case. I was totally a good person. Nze muntu ngabwe gambye nti family jebanzalamu is not a family who wake up in the morning and want to give scandals. This man worked for himself, made his name. So you cannot play around. But I get messages that you're playing with this. It is one person. It is that.
Yes.
So he keeps pushing for a child. After a period of time, I was like, okay, I didn't even think it would happen because with my friends, I was like a tomboy, more of a tomboy. You know, my friends usually say, you're even a good mom. They didn't see me have kids because I was playing around. I was very stubborn.
Okay.
So I get pregnant. I carry my pregnancy, would go to antenatal together, would drive me in and out, we stay together. Then where I was staying was smaller, so I'm like, we need to find another place in case we're having somebody coming in.
So you brought up that idea before you got pregnant?
Yeah, when I got pregnant, let's shift to something bigger because now I'll definitely have to get now made. We're now building a home. That could be maybe a
So relationship for how long? Like about 1 year?
For 5 years. We're in courtship for like 5 years. In the same house. I was not getting pregnant. I wasn't getting pregnant.
Like that's what
at some point, yes, I would take my pill. Yeah.
Totally ready.
I know. So around there, so I conceived. We talk about it. Okay. Time for delivery comes. The guy is not around. He tells me he's traveled to Kenya, to Nairobi. So I went
Did you used to travel like that?
No, this time it was abrupt. So I'm like, hey, okay.
When you're going to give birth, and
yes, he wasn't
traveling
around.
Just like that.
Yeah, he wasn't around. So his brother comes in. I was in hospital. My auntie came around. Because I think I gave birth at 10.5 months. I had a boy that was 5.7 kilos. He's called Dominic. I love him so much. Yes. So I was through that pain. The guy tells me, because in the morning I fell.
It's supposed to be 9.
Yes, but I wanted to push a baby. I kept waiting. I delayed. I kept waiting. But usually they say because I'm 12 months. Did you know that? Yeah, when I was there for 12 months.
Wow.
No. There's actually a lady. I know young. 12 months. 12 months. So he's very okay. He's a they're like this boy is because it was 5.7 at birth. Usually those kids but my boy was okay. I remember, of course, I was in theater. They took me to theater. I'd fallen in the morning. I felt like I probably did something to my back. So I think when I fell, he turned badly. So when I went for a checkup before in there, I was going through all this trauma without this guy around.
He wasn't. Was he?
I told you that
was he trying to be there, like emotionally?
He wasn't. He wasn't even on the phone because I tried to call. I'm trying to send messages. There's nothing. So Nema, okay.
No,
now we're talking about delivery time.
Delivery time.
He was there. He was there. He would even take me to hospital and be there. And then there was a maybe. At least the brother is there. My aunt is there.
Wow.
So we go in. The doctor tells me you will not be able to deliver. When I had to say with the head, you're going to go through a cesarean. I was feared. Theater. I am the person that fears pain.
I know.
So I was there, I got traumatized. They removed the boy like at 3 a.m. He was crying. Of course, in your sleep you're hearing a baby crying so much. Yali mukulu. Yali mukulu was very hungry. And then he drank his full bottle. So I woke up like the following day, checking on the phone, expecting like other people to banangi baby, that day. Nigga, there's no message. I'm like, okay. He knew his brother came in hospital. So maybe at least in the morning I'll probably
say I wonder about a brother.
The brother came, I think. Well, I don't know, but the brother came around.
Probably that was
so after delivery. Of course, you go one way. I went to. We had not really shifted yet. We didn't shift in time. We had not shifted. So I went to my auntie's place, stayed there. This guy comes back after like a month. Yeah, I'm like, okay. So he comes with bottles of wine. I'm like, you are not picking your phone calls, you are not replying. It's like, I was really busy. So I didn't want to put it in my head that maybe there's something
wrong. Yeah.
We raised the boy. He was there. He would always come and help me wash in the morning. We would gets me a house. Of course, by the time he got me from my auntie's house, he had given me a beautiful house with everything that I wanted.
Yeah.
The devil is a liar. There's actually Satan there.
And Satan
is there.
Fights marriages, blah, blah, blah.
They usually tell abagore, if you're going to get married there, pray.
There's always something.
Usually, like, get accidents, something happens, or when have tied the knot, then you start saying, mama stand, girlfriend. Things to really break you. So me, after having my boy, things were okay for a year. My boy was a year. So I conceived again. So we talk about it, it's like, no, I wouldn't want you to have a baby right now. We still have struggles. I'm like, no, I'm not going through an abortion. I'm not doing that.
That was in a space of how long?
My boy was just a year when I conceived. So
that means you were not breastfeeding.
I was breastfeeding.
You can even get, you can.
You can. If you're
yes.
Yeah, you can.
Full time.
Yes, I was. I got pregnant.
The doctor told us sometimes
I was fertile. I
know. That family planning method, especially if you're fertile.
There's a hospital I currently work for. I'm an influencer for it. It's called Shine International in Seta. That gain is very good. You can go and do tests. Then kubuli la katonda aba katonda ngoli mucha. Wala bezi study yazadde abana nazara abana.
I think at 60
something.
But she must have used IVF.
You wouldn't want that,
no.
But you want to have normal kids.
I think I have to first look for her.
Ellah,
we shall get. Atofa ngenda mukwasaganya. Ngenda mukwasaganya.
Njogedde wano ebintu bisumatu. Ole muveeko.
Nja mukwasaganya.
Nkugambye.
So I get pregnant. This guy tells me, no, you're not having this child. I'm like, no, I'm going to have the baby. It's like, I'm not ready for a second child. I'm like, no.
But throughout that whole period, how was he? Before you,
okay.
He still cared for the baby.
Yes, he was there. Birthday, it was a mega 1 year. Everything was okay.
No. Even the parents know about you.
Yes. Yes, I met Mr. Reverend. May he rest in peace. He also posted on. He posted when my boy was 4 months. A meeting and I found that the boy is 4 months.
And the mom?
The mom is there. You get married in families. Either be liked or you don't like
yeah.
But she loves her grandchildren now because she has met them again recently. And she's so much in love with them. I have beautiful kids. I have beautiful kids now and would not fall in love with them. And they talk. My boy talks a lot like me. Those are probably might also take in my footsteps. I know.
True.
Yeah. So nigga walks out and tells me I'm not having a second child. I'm like, hey, I really thought it was a joke. But from the first month, we have not talked.
After you tell him I'm not aborting.
This girl is now 7 years. We have not talked.
Hold on. 5. Okay, I want to get this straight. You tell him I'm pregnant. He says I'm not ready. You're 1 month pregnant by then.
Yes.
He walks out. From that day.
We never had actually, it's very hard for them to fight. We never fought. We never argued. We never always did those things. He walks worked out.
I think that's what Solomon Kawesa said, that when we are conceiving, we need to first seek permission.
Exactly.
From the men, because he said, when a man looks at another kid, another mouth to feed. I think at Fetwe atugamba, oh, njagala chi baby.
Exactly.
Yena kusalayo bibiri. Malirize naye ngate ye.
You need to really talk to these people. There's a time I went to Masengere, I had an interview. In this world, never have a child because you think unless you're going to be able to handle everything. But if you're not going to be that and you're going to rely on this gentleman, you need to sit down and argue on these things. That is what I didn't think about.
Then when bagamba nti buli rozaala omwana obeera omwezaalite because omwami tomanya agenda kubeerawo kumala bbanga ki, so you need to also be prepared. Nga gwe wadde ali sweet. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. Things change. Abantu bakyuka. N'olaba omuntu gw'obadde obeera naye mu kitanda nga total stranger. Nawebuuza, okay, like when did this happen? Naye nga kituuse. Bw'atyo bwe yalina okuba.
So wamuweerezanga post n'oweereza WhatsApp n'omugamba baby kakyali what?
There's a time he called me, it was when I was 8. Did you really refuse to have an abortion? I'm like, yes, I did. That was the last phone call. That was the phone call. Did you really refuse? I'm like, yes.
Naye nga ddala omwana wuwe.
Kati nekisinga okusesa my boy, and they usually think he looks like me, but if you look at these kids, they're totally him.
That's why the father of your child, of children, abagala nnyo ndoza bamujjukiza mutabani we.
My boy is exactly this guy. Gambia, this is a family. Omukyala yakuza abaana be bulungi, omusajja afumba nascrubbing abasi mutenda kugenda. This guy was everything. I never regret. Yeah, okuzaala abaana is a blessing.
Yeah,
you go through tough times. It makes you hard at some point. But this guy was everything I prayed for. He was everything I prayed for.
Did you take him for granted? But when you see them,
he just pampered me. Bina to come out with WBSH.com. You enter the house at 3. What could we do? You wake up and there's breakfast. Food. But the devil did not allow us to stay together. Yeah.
So you tell him, I'm keeping the child. It disappears from that day.
We have not stopped and we're not going to ever.
You send a message, he doesn't respond to the message.
He doesn't.
So then how did you pull through? But your mom told every single mother, I know their own story.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own story. I think that with men, they always think it's the same. There's a guy I met recently, Nangamba. Are you like this, like my ex? Yatwala omwana namutwala abweru naye nangana okubanga mulaba naye oli omwana wange ajja kunnoonya, you know. Those people that abakyala bamba ina sente zaabwe ng'agenda kikola alabirira abaana be tekwetaaga.
Nze yangamba nsobola okuzaalamu omwana naye nze nzaala mu bantu balabirira abaana.
Je bali abas ate kati be baleero baserebu bafa abaleero naye mu nsonyi
ayagala mu omwana
omulabirire. Wawulirako ke bagamba, what do you bring on table?
Ako.
Kati what do you bring on table as a woman? It should be something you think about. Abakyala ne bala babeera mu offices nga tebeefaananira abo balina abaami abalungi naye ngera naye amuteekamu. So it is what do you bring on table mukwano katuufu ako kalowoozangako
n'omunyiriza ekyo lwaki oli yagamba ngenda mukuwaamu tulaba oba
bw'oba nga obadde toli fortunate nnyo kati you still look beautiful. The people that are chasing you naye waliwo oli nga yeekulira atyo
twava mu myaka gya chasing
sire okola otya
kati nze nina kufuna akange kendabanga ka Eric nenkateekamu ssente oba si kyekyo Eric nenkuteeka ku mutindo nobeeranga
mama, you see, just okujjako olaba chest eyo gyalaga yeetaga Bina. Ekyo kasoki tegedde.
Malimba.
This one.
So munange, ekya bring on to the table tekyatandikidde South Africa kyokka. That is the reality. It's a reality check kyolina okuba ng'otedde mu bwongo. Era n'abaami n'abakyala, you all have to work. N'okubanga at least there's something you're going to get namgatika kati omunyo gwaweddewo. There are some men that are good.
Oh, they are still good men out there.
Yadde ogule yadde ekintu naye nga akyakuteekamu essente be batono
nti ne bw'oba okiguze ogenda okulaba ng'akuddiza
be batono era Katonda aba akusaasidde nnyo bw'oba okirina ng'omuyina omwami oyo mukwano munyweza ate omusabire buli kaseera ekyo ketaga at times watabakiza nakukola emmotoka ennungi yagimuwa
naye bwe tubeera mubire waliwo lw'otuuka banaye n'ogamba aye tujjukiramu n'ebiwedde waliwo lwe tubeera nga tuli mubire nga n'essaawa z'okusaba
tozijjukira naye munnange Bina olaba essala zize twasabako lidi ziri zituwaniridde za times naye woke up neŋŋana naye omanyi nga banaye sina kye ŋŋenda kugamba Katonda kipya buli kimu akimanyi yantonda nkimanyi ammanyi era yammanya kye nina okuba ne bwe nnakyo kye nga nze njagala Range Rover eri nga si yange tegenda gijiika. The only thing I tell God is gw'omanyi ebyange gwe wantonda ne bwe nnaakabira kiri nga si kyange mpe ekyange at least nkikozese mu buno obulamu
ofuna omuntu ng'oyingira saa mwenda ogw'ekiro.
That man was good.
Kati, so mbuliramu, what was the challenging part of your period?
So that 1 year of reality hitting in, you're pregnant, you have a child to feed, you're not working, because me I usually have bad trimesters. I fall sick throughout when I'm pregnant. I'm in and out of hospital, but now I have to do all these things by myself. Of course, was of course, moving challenges. Zaliwo, I had to go through hospital. I want to say thank you to my friend. She's called Samantha Chisache. People call her Sama. Mama minta Emma, me I call her Emma. I know mommy omulungi amwagala muyimbi ayina eddoboozi eddungi sijja mwogera. Oh God, this girl is an amazing person. Ono omukyala atambudde nange mbulamu okuva enafuna my boy Dominic. Yabeerawo ne mu kuzaala n'abeerawo. We've been friends for about 13 years. Naye ogamba nze ne bwe ntuuka ewaabwe they don't treat me like a visitor. Nina ogera nenewo ekyokulya because you know like that is how we have been twafuuka baluganda. So when Amugamba about this guy doing this, but do you remember what happened when you're having Nick? I'm like, yeah. Nangamba, now, what are we going to do? She never judges you. Sagamba! Chiningo mutunga afiridde omwana. Kaka chitalo. Wala ebintu byoleka Katonda nachi. Togamba ng'omuntu ekintu ekyo sagamba
naye tubeera tetwabagamba
obanga amujajiza ate kati oba ogenda mutta busi
kati nga Dodo afuna olubuto nga mugamba lwaki wayambala galimpitawa
nga tugamba Bina olina okundabirira Bina ayinza okunangira buli
tugenda ku antineto nga nyomba naye
omuntu omugamba ofuna ky'oyogera of course tekyebeereka bw'oba ky'olina ku mutima. She never judged me. Yangamba naye ojjukira when we're having Nick, when he left, probably these were the signs.
So the red flags.
The red flags were when, of course, when something goes on your shoulder, you cannot see it. Someone else sees it for you. She was there. The time for delivery comes in. My friend came and hijacked me and took me to hospital because I wasn't into those things. I met a very good guy. This guy liked me, I think. He was lip gloss. I want you to glow. I don't want you to be like this. Throughout my pregnancy, I had this doctor. So he knew that my friend, like a few months before, Nasiga's number. So he called me in the morning, Nangamba, you have to be in hospital by midday and we get ready for Caesar because with the boy, when I fell, I got complications. I could not push. And of course, 1 year, I am huge. They cannot let you to push.
Last time we had a brother. Did the brother come around? Did the mom come around?
No, they didn't come back.
So the second pregnancy, you were all alone?
I was by myself.
So where was the other baby?
He was with me.
Wow. And then it was Samantha giving you what to eat?
Samantha was there. Samantha yemuntu go okubira simu nemukubira kadde mugo wamanyi binkutte mu wankubira simu nongamba we have to shoot. Amali byange nengaba ne kati ngenda kutandikira. I was there already. Dodo tankubira. Nemukubira nga ali South Africa nanga wamanyi ka MM kako. Nemugaba nango okikoza hatu. Rwanda
bugundi bafuguli.
Onkoze bubi nyo ne kijako maoto kitya.
Yesterday msa kumachina ga Dodo akamukavu.
So munange Samantha ne ntubeera mu I went to hospital. now this is a girl. And then I take it that very day because of course I'm losing the motivation.
I know.
So the guy checked me. Naga, you have to do as country. Abo mwana aliacha. Bisemba yo. Yamangamba, it's a girl. Oh God, I felt nice. I have a boy.
And
I have a girl.
Right?
Nemko Emma nemangamba. Oh, okay. So you're in hospital. Nemga yes. Na ye. What am I going to have for supper? Nangamba. But the people at home, what they say about it? This girl goes downtown. Umanyo omusajja omukyala gwe amzaalidde. You're shopping from a basin to a diaper to everything my girl was putting on. She actually got an accident. She came, na delivering and nagenda. Then she came back in the morning. Even the bill, I had a baby from Malcolm. They were charging up 1.5. She gave me money. Then of course nganange no kuyiya. But you know when you're going to theater, natandika okulowoza omwana oli genalese waka. Kati nze mama nze taata nze alina olubuto nze nina okuzaala.
Omwana ali 1 year literally.
My mom was there, of course, yabeera naye awo. Naye she was really stressed.
Oh, I can imagine.
Stressed. I know omwana tebalina kyakukozesa. Ndi mu ddwaliro nange sirinaamu. Naye kyemanyi kirina okuggwa. Oba kiggwa kitya? Tegambye nti okeera ku makya. Katonda n'akuwa obulumi obugenda okujja naye ng'akupreparinze. Oyinza okuba tokiraba kati naye nothing happens to you nga Katonda tamanyi. Katonda abeerawo. God was there throughout. Nanjagala nankwatirira bw'ati. Abantu babeera mu depression mukwano ne batadda ngulu. Era when Kaye came back to life, you have seen Kaye, he's bigger than me.
He's looking good, yes.
Nagamba Katonda oli w'amaanyi. Naye suubira nti nnyinza okudda. Naye manyi kati kiwedde. Mpeddeyo. So she comes in, nasasulako. Naye nagenda mu theatre nga ndowooza eka. Era bwe nadda engulu bwe nti, because kyantwalira ebbanga okudda engulu. Because I think I had too much stress. Birowoozo byali bingi, ndowooza nandisigaddeyo. My grandmother comes in. Actually, my daughter is called Patricia. My grandmother is Patricia. She's 98 now. Nagamba, tetulina linnya. Namuwa erinnya. Me my kids better, that is like, we don't make us still bamuwa erinnya. Tetugenda muyita baby, namuwa erinnya. So ngenda okudda engulu at some point. Ekyasooka okunzuukusa nga ewaka. Bali ku ki. Saaliseeyo yadde ekintu. Era ngenda okukwata esimaga, you don't supposed to pick the phone. Naye nkuba nga omuwulira mu background akaba naye ngamba enjala emuluma. Kati my mom is home. Of course, tagina jagena muleka. These are kids that have really taken me through it all. My kids have eczema. With Dom, his eczema was so bad. Nti siya mwana gwateka nga bweru enswera bichi, he had to be clean, washed for. But now apparently, imagine after having him, the girls walked out. I had to leave a rental because I knew I would not afford.
Yeah,
God had helped me and had a place. I'd put a small structure. Namanya
hasozi wagule taka bichi.
Oba ebyamunyiza nga wazimba behind his back.
He didn't even know about it. I didn't even know because I didn't have to really consult somebody. Ngola lero walencha taliwo. Omukazi olina okubeerangayo n'akantu ko weesirikira because bana abantu fena tukiwuka. It's not going to be roses forever. Lero you might be this and chana janala bato nakulekawo, So I had to move in. That mad name ngambaleseyo, so it was a struggle. There's no power, you have to iron his clothes, atandika okuzimba ebintu, you have to be in hospital naye nkuba esimu nga bangamba the boy is hungry. Kati ate awo stress nenzire engulu nga kati omwana, she was so brown, she's so light, saagala nnyo bantu beeru nga mutya. Dom was 5.7 yali munene. This one was 3.2. Nga ndaba katono nnyo kati ngenda kukamenya nkatya oli yali nnyongo ono. So I sat in there ne mbirowoozaako ne nkubira of course mune my champion nga ever. Teka kati omanye ekiri eka biri bwe biti. Nangamba no, okay, I'll see something to do. Abawoleza akasente nange nembeera mu ddwaliro ne bampa bill yange. That morning they had to discharge me. Katonda agabirira, I called a few people. I was there formed nakwaya. I cleared the bill. My friend Tina came, drove me back home. nanzizaayo eka ne tubeerayo munnange nenkuza obulamu nembeera n'abaana bange naye nga kati awo
batugamba nti basingo mothers waliwo emutuuka ebeera depression nemutandika okubeera nga w'abaana babatamye oyagala okasuule
nga tolina kyakkola n'omukuba mukaawo. My daughter had very bad colic nga bwe mumuwa eddagala. In fact, was expensive. It is expensive. Omweddagala n'alizza. I remember I got my anger omwana n'azirika. My mom was around n'amutwala. Naye kati neebuuza, you're crying for me, I have no time to sleep. Nga buli kimu everything. So kyasinga okunkola when my friend left and moved to South Africa. Nensigala bwomu. You know, with family, buli muntu akwetaaga oyina public name, oyina kyogenda omwesizaawo, oyina. I really did. I would not say my family was so much there. There's only one person, my auntie. She's in United Kingdom. She's called Christina Dams. Yabeerawo ko nayo manyinga ba. Lwaki omuyamba? Lwaki okola bwoti? You know, that time my uncle was saying, if you're trying to work out something, don't even tell anybody, because if you hear what people say,
your family was also against you. Lwaki omuyamba? Tomuyamba. The only person who stood by you was the auntie.
My auntie, yeah. She was also in there. Nesigaza mukwano gwange era nze simanyi kyensiba mbagamba wano ne
That's why they say these days. That's why they say these days. John, that blood is no longer thicker than water.
Not.
Blood is no longer thicker than
Abaluganda bayinza okubawo omukwano n'asigalawo. Nze kubuulira.
Era nze njagala okusaba Katonda oyo bw'aba kituufu gyali Bina and Dodo abakuume. Kubanga kambabuulira emikwano najjo
oyo abanga naawe.
Katonda abakuume ate era nja kubeerawo. I will testify. Nja kubeerawo ate Katonda abakuume ate mubeerewo. Kubanga kankubuulire ffe nga bwe gambye nti after WBS ozadde abaana tolina kiddako. Teyina omu yatugambako nti bamukole bwe muti. Charles Oyemuke was my boss. Bamu ku baboss abasemba okubaayo because I think yali programs director waffe at that time. Jida na afuna omukyala Latifa, I think she called Latifa pretty. I've been seeing her a lot on Facebook. Tugenda okwanjula omukulu n'agenda ebweru. Naye tebaatugamba ko nti bannange kyeka kigenda kuyiika mutandika okubanga muteeka muteeka. Teyina omu yatugamba. Tusigalawo bwe tutyo. So we have been trying to find a way of getting back. Naye tutuuse okudda abaana bangi abali mu system.
Njagala okumanya ekirala nga njagala kuzzaayo neerako because abantu abasinga bagamba why omwana n'azaala omulala. Why don't I abort? Why did you think about aborting okuluzinga omwana wo? Did you think about that? Nogamba why? Omusajja munnaye lwakwa n'abasajja nabo bagamba omwana ne bw'ababeera mu malwaliro nalaba nga abamu abasinga babeera baagala omukyala yaaveeyo omwana bajja kuzaala. Kati omwami wuuno
nalabako ka story ako omwami gwe bagamba nti yali ndowooza na bbaluwa omusajja buli anyiigira omwana namugamba naye gwe n'ojja mukyala wange n'agenda ogenda kunkolera ki?
Nange nagihandlingako neera omwana n'amubuula yagamba yatta omukazi gwe yali asinga okwagala.
Bwe kityo bwe kitera okuba naye.
N'agamba gwe wandifudde kati kye neebuuza ono lwaki teyajjamu omwana n'asigala n'omwami we
ng'oli amugambye mbuno abort.
Ondaba wano even these things have gone through. Kinzizaayo gye nakulira. I grew up with my grandparents. One was a lawyer. Akeeragenda mu office. Of course twalimanga biki. My grandmother yabeerawo. Jjajjange omusajja. You would see it in the papers. He's a well-known gentleman. Among the first Queen Council. So it was big. Mateeka getugobe gakola wano. This man n'omukyalo ono baatwagala ne batuleera. My father passed on when I was just 4 years. Yali muto talina kye yaleka nti kikino. Kati bwe baatukulizanga baatulaga nti okusuula omwana kibi. N'adikedde there's so many girls akwata omwana. I think I saw a baby you posted and said omwana mwamutwala mu home. Mu byonna kankubulire sakirowoozaako nti kankwate omwana ono muggyemu. Just it was a blessing of God. Kubanga nze saaka makyala kanzimba amaka kye namanya nti we twakulira our grandparents bakuze ate abantu abatukuza wano si wamwe bakitukoleranga nnyo. Most of my cousins buli muntu bonna benkuze nabo buli muntu asobodde okubeerwanako naga kanfune wenteeko oluba. Ewaffe abantu ababeerayo tebanoba. Bw'oba ng'oli mu bufumbo jjajjange akira amakya n'akwogera ng'olina kukola
ng'olina kuddayo
tonoba era toleka abaana obakuza Jjajjaffe omusajja alina abakyala bangiko yazaala abaana bangi jjajja wange never walked out siyabawulako nga bayomba yamuyitanga Gate in Amamfumbira from Kisoro.
No wonder that is the structure.
So yamuyitanga Gate sweetheart all through yavuganga n'agenda n'akomawo ewaka but he was always there.
Even
so
even
nebulamu n'obulamu bwaffe abaddemu kuba yasasula school fees government tata yafa nga ali 25. So he had to be probably ngali 24. No, yazala 21. So yandeka ndi 4 years.
4 years.
So kati mu byonna ebyo saabirowoozaako lwaki. My grandmother is alive. My grandfather passed on 10 years ago. Ninga kati ebintu bino nkola nnyo ekintu legacy ya mzee yesigaddewa. Legacy ya mzee yesigaddewa. Bagenda kwogerera byenkana bifaanana naye ekyokusuula abaana